Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Candy Coated Secrets Talk Show. I'm your host, Miss Vibration. So when you get in, give me a heart and a thumbs up and say hello. It's Wednesday. We are halfway through the week. Tomorrow is Friday Eve. So share the show and let me know when you get here so I can say howdy, okay? So y'all can tell me how was your week, what's going on in your neck of the woods. I see you. Say hello. And we can get into some things while I do my, y'all know I do my sherry thing. And then we're going to be on and popping like butter popcorn. So share the shows for me to the groups on your page. Hey, Benita girl. How you doing? You here? Bright and early, I might add. Bright and early. So yeah, share the show to the group for me as I do it myself too. And we get into some things. So how's everybody doing? It's Wednesday, it's raining, it's almost over, and then we'll be having a new day, okay? Boom, and I'm done. So, hey, so I've been trying to figure out some things. You said you're good? That's good. How's your lashes doing? Aren't you still selling lashes? Girl, I feel like at this point I'm about to, I get a new pair of lashes every day. Every day, looking for some lashes. And also the anniversary tickets, the 5-year anniversary. October is almost over, and you know the 5-year anniversary will be here before you know it. So make sure you purchase your ticket while they're on sale. Come the first of the year, they go back to the original price, and you can get that on the website. Everything is active and up now. Also, make sure you head on over to Renew Your Body Butter. Okay, Renew Your Body Butter and purchase your body butter. And use Miss Vibrations at checkout and receive 20% off. Hey, Crystal. Y'all, I just got so many good announcements today. Oh, yeah, look. She's right here, right? So, Crystal, you guys, y'all got to make sure y'all go over and y'all follow Prestigious, okay, Credit Alliance, okay? Because she is going to get you right with all your credit needs. She's going to get you right with everything. The anniversary is July 15th. 2023 from 8 to 12. I'm trying to get it together so I can send it out through like a Facebook invite, but that's the date of it is. That's when it is. You know, red carpet affair, dressed to impress. Coming through, and we're going to experience tonight at the BET Awards, okay? But you guys, follow her. She is dope. She is good. She answers all my questions. She gets your credit together because I know she is getting me all the way together, y'all. Let me tell y'all. I'm going to have to say that story for another day because I am one of them people where it's like, all right, once I see something doing good and you give me a goddamn card or something, I'm ready to go swipe or no swiping. So she had to tell me like, no, that's not what it is. I was like, oh, damn. So, but yeah, she's good, y'all. So like I said, hey, James, like I said, get all y'all credit needs from her. She's down there. Crystal, put your business in the comments. You know, like I said, within 30 days, I had 12 deletions, okay? And we know everybody is different. And I don't even want to say I have bad credit or I have a lot of stuff on there. I just probably say, like, people just gave me stuff. And it's not my fault that they gave me stuff and thought that it was going to be able to be taken care of. But for real though, on a serious note, she is dope. Her services is awesome. She answers all your questions. And like I said, I'm glad. I know a lot of those like Lexington laws and things like that. There she go. I'm a pin it. She put it in the comments, and I told her, look, this is what I'm trying to have my mortgage be. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to walk into the building of everywhere, okay? And they be like, oh yeah, let's just give her this. They pull an Oprah on me. Give her a car. Give her a house. Give her this. She doesn't have to pay for anything. So that's what I'm trying to do when it comes to my credit. So check her out. I just pinned that down over there in the comments. Hey, Coach. So one of the things that I seen that's been going on, on the internet, we have the whole Kanye West thing, and then we have the entire, some of the conversations from like inside of the group, okay? So, and me, Kenny, and Ryan were talking, and we'll probably brush up on this on Monday on the Speakeasy show. We were talking about how there's a battle between men and women. They say specifically black men and women, like it's always like a hate train. And I can't really wait to give my 2 cents to them over there about it, but I'm going to give y'all my whole $1.50 over here first, okay? So just give me 100 thumbs up so I can see it here and share it, because I don't know where the whole like hate train began, but what I will say is I've noticed that and I don't know if Coach still here, because Coach can probably tap on this from his area of expertise, being a social worker and all that other stuff. But I noticed that anytime that there is an issue between men and women, or questions that are asked, like nobody can always give like a direct answer to a question, or men feel attacked, or they always want to throw it back on a woman. Okay, so case in point, I find all this stuff to be interesting. So, I put a question in the group and I asked the question, why when men break up with women, and like in the relationship, why do they also break up with the child, right? Now that was inspired by Lil Baby. All right, that was inspired by Lil Baby. Hey, Raleigh. That was inspired by Lil Baby because, and I was like, that's a good question. So I liked it because it got everybody talking, But one of the things that I noticed was a lot of the guys were trying to say, well, the same reason why the mother take the child away, or the same reason why the mother don't let you see the child, or the same reason why the mother, and it's like, look, we get that, right? Like, we know that there's some deadbeat mothers out here. We know that there's some deadbeat fathers. We know that some mothers keep the kids away, and we know some of the mothers don't keep the kids away. But I really want to know what y'all think. Riley, let me know. Let me know what y'all think. Like, why is there, what is the reason, why, like, when the relationship ends, so does the relationship with the children, And like I said, it was inspired because I know I'm probably late, but I watched the documentary and I was like, damn, and his mother was talking on there and she was saying something like that too. She was like, his father was around until we broke up. And I was like, you know what? That is a good discussion. I told y'all I get like either stuff from conversations, things may pop up, or people may ask me stuff, or maybe something I watched. And I was like, okay, this is a good question. Y'all keeping up? Because I feel like sometimes that if we able to understand why certain things are being done, then maybe it won't be that, that anger there, that stubbornness, the grudge holding, all the stuff that, Ryan and Kenny discussed, saying the freaking causes the tension between men and women. She said, how long was the male figure around? No. So, all right. So when you're in a relationship, well, shit, goddamn it, you're in a relationship. So, but when you're in a relationship, well, shit, you married, matter of fact. But when you're in a relationship, and when y'all break up, whether you get divorced or y'all go y'all separate ways, it doesn't apply to everybody, but it happens, a mass majority. And the father goes from being present in the child's life to not being present at all. So that was the question. Like, why do men break up with the children as well as the relationship? Now, I get it when there's like stress involved and, the mother is just chaotic. Like, not talking about that, not dismissing it. I just wanted to answer for the question. Granted, some people were able to answer the question, which was good. She said, that's a good question. Yes, that's what Cynthia said too. And it's not and to me, you let me know. I don't feel like it's like a finger pointing question or anything like that. It's just a question, but I think we live in such a society where everybody is getting offended, or everybody is getting triggered by something, and nobody wants to address their own trigger, and they just looking to be easily offended. So, I'm like, damn, what? That's a good ass question, because whether it's from personal experience or my friends' experiences. So in order for people to be able to understand the question, because I thought the question was like clear as day, right? But in order for people to understand the question and maybe be able to give a better answer, I was like, okay, because sometimes people don't understand stuff until it gets flipped back on them, right? Give me a heart and a thumbs up if you're here so I know you're listening to me, right? I see y'all. So I'm like, all right, your mother. A lot of us know, we have a lot of our parents were single parents. Our parents, our fathers were around, they were absent, or, they came and went, they came and went, they came and went. We all know about that. So I was like, okay, well, your mother and your father broke up, or your father divorced your mother, okay? Why do you think your father stopped coming around, or did nothing change? And of course, when you put it, when you take something and you put it smack back at a person, like, hold up, let me look at the relationship my mother had with my father. Let me just look at the history. Some will be able to answer it, and then some won't. And then a lot of times I've noticed too that, just with people in general, don't want to touch and comment or respond to certain things because sometimes they're the ones that is doing the bullshit. You know what I mean? So I feel like if we were able to have a better understanding, it's crazy to me because I'm so shocked, right? Because usually when anybody answers those questions, I usually always get, hey Geneva girl, I usually always get a response that says, oh, it has something to do with slavery. I always used to get responses like that. And I'd be like, my motherfucker, we in 2022, about to be in 2023. We got electric cars. In a minute, we about to have fucking flying saucers and some more shit out here. We going to be walking on air. Are we still going to be saying that slavery and, the man being removed from the house is the reason why things are the way they are today? You get what I'm saying? Like, do y'all be saying that? Or it could just be me. Let me see what Andre says. Andre says, some people can't properly co-parent. All right. Okay. So let's do that. I'm glad you said that. Thank you, sir. So some people can't properly co-parent. So I would take that as, okay, the reason why, but I don't know. Hold on. Are you saying that like that's the reason why when the relationship ends? Hey, May. Andre, are you saying that that's why when a relationship ends that the men become absent because they don't know how to co-parent? Okay, we might be getting somewhere. She said, what's the topic? So the topic is, one of the questions that I asked was, let me go to it specifically. Oh, okay. See, because I see y'all right here. So it was, hold on. And I just felt like it's something that we all can relate to. Why do men break up with the children when they break up with the mother? That was like one of the topics that I had put in the group yesterday. And boy, right there. Yes, it becomes a toxic situation. Okay, so it becomes a toxic situation. So is it a toxic situation immediately, Andre? Or do you think that goes with the extent of the breakup? Like what occurred in the relationship? And I appreciate you for answering. And shout outs to Michael. Y'all know Michael Jones is a douche. But Michael is somebody who will always give an answer. So Michael was like, because the fuck I ain't want the kids in the first place. Right? Let me see if I can go to some of the comments. Because I think he is hilarious. But he was like honest. You know what I'm saying? And I always respect somebody that's honest. Terrence said probably because he never wanted the kids anyway. Okay. Where is Michael at? Because Michael give me one. Michael always give me one. Y'all, do y'all know Michael in the group? Michael is freaking hilarious. And Rudolph, y'all know I love Rudolph. He said, because they are a package to be with her, they're part of the package when I leave. So, that's what I was saying. I liked it because people was giving, some of them were giving the answers. And it's like, okay, so from those two responses and his was like, when we together, and it's a whole package. But when we break up, like, they're part of the package. I no longer want to be bothered. And we see that, you know what I mean? A lot of the times, a lot of men are only fathers because some women are forcing them to be fathers. And when I say forcing them to be fathers, I'm not like saying, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. It's like, no, hey, come get them. Or, if you with somebody and they like to run the street and y'all stay in a relationship, then I'm pretty sure that he's only is really an active parent because y'all are together and you be like, oh, take the kids with you. Hey, such and such got a doctor's appointment. I can't get off of work today. Can you take me to the doctor's appointment? Sure. It's like when you're in a relationship with someone and y'all have children, I think this is the part that people don't really look at, that it's so much split stuff sometimes because some people be in relationships and still be single when it comes to raising the children. But it's such a split. If we are together and we're together and you were able to take off of work or you were able to come to the PTA meetings, right? You were able to come to the PTA meetings and things like that. While when the relationship ends, it's like now your job becomes so not understanding. You can't take off. You're not making doctor's appointments. You can't take the child to the doctor's appointments. And so and one thing that I like what Crystal said is like, that, why is it that people like to sweep these like conversations under the rug like it doesn't happen? And it does, because there was a lot of men saying, men don't do that, men don't do that. And we do. Well, not we, but, and they do. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what, let me see. Let me see if anybody can give an answer. So shout out to Andre for giving an answer. Jenny said, because I feel they were never about the kids from the beginning. Not man enough to take care of their kids. Okay. Renisha said, the relationship end with the child because the child will constantly remind the man of the mother. Oh, you know what? I didn't even really think about that one. Or the pain that he may have faced in the relationship. Also, some men just want to be spiteful to the mother and think they leaving the child, or think that leaving the child will hurt the mother. Okay, I can see that. But a lot of the times, even in such situations like that, I think what people don't really understand is the only one that really gets hurt is the child. Like, you get your temporary satisfaction. You may feel like you're doing her a favor, but at the end of the day, I think we also forget that kids pay attention to things very well. Hey, David, kids pay attention. Hey, Queen T-Bag, Queens pay attention. Kids pay attention to everything. You know what I mean? And I just was like, I just wanted to know, like, all right, because it's always this, oh, women do this and women do that. And it's like some things is not a woman-driven thing. It seems like, to me, right? And who am I? But to me, it seems like women, when it go through, when we go in and we're in relationships, we are able to be a little more accountable for the things that we do and be like, I was wrong. I don't know why I did it. I just did it. Or, something like that, where it's like men, to the death of them, they're going to stand on everything they say. They going to die with the lie. Men, they going to die with the lie. They not going to come through with nothing. And I'm like, I wonder if that is a little bit of the issue. Hey, Tina. Hey, Tremanda. Like, I want to know, and so that's why I was like, all right, well, when men break up with the mother, they also break up with the children. What causes that? Like really, what makes you be like, all right? And like I said, I guess like Andre said, unless it's a real toxic situation. Hey, Tina. Hey, Tremanda. Hey, y'all. Look, I got some seasoned people in here. If you still in here, like, what do y'all think causes that? Like, why do y'all think that the men break up with the entire family and go on? Oh, and you know what? So Michael said that he said, because how is a man going to be able to have two families? The family that I had with you is no longer a family because we aren't together. So now I'm over here with my new person, he said, and 9 times out of 10, I'm talking about you to the new person. He said all of this in the comments, y'all. It was hilarious. He said all this. And he said, and 9 times out of 10, I'm talking about you to the new woman that I'm with our kids or her kids, and we over here and we building. And I no longer have time for what's going on over here because I'm not over here. So, now you can see why I was like appreciative of some of the comments that came through, because it's like, you know what? That makes fucking sense. That might be it. Like, what y'all think? What y'all think? Benita said, yes, I hate that my baby father already told me that if we separate, it's going to be a hate relationship. Like, even if we on good terms, he said, yes. Oh my gosh, why? Like, why he say that? God, well, you know what? You got to respect his honesty. And then after somebody is honest with you, I don't care whether you want to hear it or not, you have to make a choice. But God damn, he already told you he going to be a dickhead when your relationship ended. He not going. So does that mean he say he not going to take care of the kids too? So this is why I don't understand why people are trying to act like this type of stuff does not occur. May said, I understand it as well, but relationships just can't be cut off. Yeah. So it's like, is it ever that bad? Now, that's why I say I think I definitely know that it plays a part, I think whatever and how the relationship ended is what causes some of that stuff. Like, it was another person that posted a long time ago that was like, is it ever okay for one parent to protect the child from the other parent if it's bothersome. When fathers, say they're going to come and they don't come, that affects the child. The child will always remember getting dressed, may not know where they were going, may not know what was going on, but they just know wherever they were going, it didn't happen. You might overhear your mother talk about, yeah, he ain't show up today, so it's like, this is the stuff that goes on. And then, like I said, in the beginning, they always blame it on slavery and say that, well, they wanted us out of the house. Well, just because somebody wants you out the house don't mean you gotta stay out the house. Like, I just feel like a neglectful ass person is just a neglectful ass person. And that if you can go from being a father to not being a father, then you showed somewhere in the relationship that you were capable of cutting off the relationship with the child as well. Or is that, get what I'm saying? Like, before we get out of here, it's like, I don't understand it. Yeah, she said, yes, he's a dickhead. I go through so much with these 4 kids. Like, nigga, get up and help. I gotta get a doctor's note for him to help, or believe me that I need his help. Oh my God. Geneva said, if the biological kids, it shouldn't be nothing that caused you to not be in their life. That is ridiculous. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now, I understand even the children who aren't yours, but then, you do have some people who have relationships with their stepkids and things like that. But this is why I always say you can't just bring any and everybody around your children, because they make an impression. They have an impact, on the kids. Whether you want to believe it or not, within that moment of you being selfish and just thinking about yourself or things of that nature, like, it does. But it just, like, a lot of the comments were like, oh, well, the woman. And it's like, damn, well, we do everything. And if we do everything and we are that bad and we are constantly being blamed, like, we get blamed for you stepping out. You talk about them to your side piece. You talking about them to your friends. You talking about them to your family. Like, then why are you even trying to deal with women, period? Now, don't twist my words. I'm not saying go deal with the opposite sex. That's not what I'm saying. I just, like, if you have that much ill will to say about a person, about these women, about women, what the hell? It just comes across sometimes like men really want a needy, insecure, low self-esteem woman. It's like you could be confident, but you can't have but so much confidence. You can make money, but you can't make it known that you make the money. You can be beautiful, but don't feel like you too beautiful. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, what is going on? David said, not true. Explain what's not true. Explain what's not true, because, this is the conversation. So it's just like, if anything, I think, like, I can't wait till Monday for us to talk about it, that with Ryan and them, because, they're the ones too. They like, it is just such this war where black men and women are just constantly going at each other's necks. And then we have this society too, where when you tell the truth, or when you say this is what happened, oh, you're bashing, oh, you're bitter. Like, we get, like, as a woman, we get so many labels that I don't even think people understand. Like, we get so many. You can't be a woman and be vocal, yet alone be a black woman and vocal. Then they label you combative. You express how you feel. They call you angry. Like, why saying I don't like this? How does that make you angry? How does that make you bitter? Like, why is it that when we speak up or we stand up for ourselves, or we have a voice, that it's looked at as this angry, bitter, black, lazy, trifling wench? Like, I know y'all see it. Y'all gotta see it and gotta have conversations with people or hear the conversations. Like, I understand it. Like, now, one of the topics too, I think we're going to touch on that next week, is that women look at men as providers, only want men that are providers. Like, I don't necessarily think that's true, but I don't think anybody want to be with somebody that they're going to be struggling with, Let's see. She said, you made an excellent point. Just because the institution wants you out of the house doesn't mean you leave. Do the exact opposite. Yeah. Renisha said only weak men need women like that. Yeah, got to be. Peace Be Gamble said angry black woman, strong woman, hood chick, trifling mother. Yeah, like we get all the names. Like we get all the names. And I'm not saying that it's everybody, but even with the men, it's like how often do you really see and hear a man speaking up about, some of the foolishness that other men do, or just speaking up about women, period. They shout black queen, but you ain't even treating her like that. You know what I mean? They talk all this other stuff, and then they turn around, and then when they turn around and say something, it's like, oh, for the men who are speaking up or who do voice, we do fuck up, we do treat women like shit. Oh, he's a simp. Oh, he's pandering. Why do you even feel like somebody is pandering or a simp because they are expressing an emotion and having empathy and sympathy and understanding about the bullshit that men can put women through? And then it's like when you ask them to stay on a specific topic and say, give me an answer. I know we got deadbeat mothers. I know we got trifling fathers. I know we got some mothers who abuse children. That's fine. But that's not the question or the discussion that we are having. And then maybe if you're able to give a direct answer to that, then maybe we might be able to resolve. If everybody stopped listening to respond, or listening to be offended, or listening to be triggered, and of course sometimes you're gonna be triggered, because the trigger only comes to show you what's in you that needs to be healed anyway. So that's a good thing when you think about it, because then you know what place to go and pray and ask God to fix. But if every conversation turns into the woman did this, the man did this, the woman did, and it's like, how are you going to get anywhere? How do you get anywhere when it's a constant boom? How do you get anywhere? Whether, like they say, men with a whole bunch of money can have any woman that they want. I think they forget that we have women who have money that can have any man that they want as well. You know what I'm saying? Right, May? It's like it's no solution. And it's like, he can have any woman that he wants because he makes all of this money and you are expendable. Oh, but if I'm a woman and I make all this money and your motherfucking ass is expendable to me, I'm a whore. Or I'm not being a lady. Or I'm being used and ran through. It's like, what? Maybe I just be looking too deep, y'all. Maybe I think I be looking too deep. It's just crazy. Yes, I have to hear from men on the street that I'm beautiful. My baby father don't say none of that to me. He don't even say I look nice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you lay with this dude and gave this dude 4 kids. You got 4 kids by the same dude. And look at that. You getting more attention in the street than you are at home. What the fuck? The no solution part is nuts. That's the craziest part. It is. Sharita said, I work 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. I want 50-50. Okay, so you want 50-50. David said, to think men blame women for everything, this isn't true. No, it's not that. It's not saying, now here you go, you take it literally. It's not saying that men blame women for every single thing. But men blame women for the mass majority. They do. A man will blame a woman for every. They blame us when they cheat. They blame us when they got a gambling problem. They blame us when they have an addiction. They blame us when the boss at the work, like everybody always say, oh, I need peace when I come home. How the hell do you need peace when you come home when you causing chaos? Think about it. Case in point, like what she just expressed in the comments about her relationship. Imagine him. He probably the same dude, and I'm just guessing, it may not be true, but that is at home talk about he want dinner, he want sex, and he want peace. So what do I get? And you know what they say? It's better to have, how the old people used to say back in the day, peace be gambled, man, y'all. I know y'all heard about it. It's better to have a piece of a man than no man at all. What, Grandma Ethel? Okay? No. You don't gotta deal with that. You don't gotta deal with that. And men don't have to deal with it either, but it's just absurd to think that there is Mason negative. It's just absurd to think that there is no solution, or that when questions are asked that require responses, there is no answer. It has to go back on a woman. But I could write the same question and word it differently for women and watch how many direct answers you get. Watch how many, well, I did this because X, Y, and Z. Or I did this because Y. Or you know what, I was immature when I made this choice, and now I see that this choice, affected my children. Or, I was upset that my baby father moved on and I kept him away. Women will go into that. We'll go into that. But the freaking man, a man gonna say it's your fault. He gonna blame you. And if you think I'm lying, go read the post. Go read the post. I'm telling you, I can't make this stuff up. She said, yes, I have, and no damn thanks. Right. Bring the peace home with you sometimes. Yeah, bring the peace home with you sometimes. But at the same time, too, before I get out of here, you can bring the peace home with you sometimes. But you know what? It was even in a post that was in a group. Like, a lot of people are asking for peace, and they not even peaceful. You're the one with all the disruption. And when someone is peaceful, and this is the thing. Now I'm about to Gary start preaching, and it's time for me to go. When you are peaceful with yourself, you don't allow anything or anybody to disrupt your peace, right? And when you are already peaceful, any situation in any relationship or any circumstance you get in, it's already going to be peaceful because you're peaceful, and a part of you that is peaceful is showing up already. So if you're already peaceful with yourself, can't nobody bring you peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, we require on other people, if we have to look at this, right? We require so much validation, and we put so many expectations into other people to make things within ourselves better. Did you catch that? Like, why do somebody else gotta be your peace? You gotta already be peaceful. You gotta already be peaceful. Why? Why do this person gotta do this? Okay, well, love. Well, why does love come with drama? Drama is the opposite of love. So it's like, why do it gotta come with that? It don't have to come with that, or struggling, or the arguing. You may have disagreements where you don't always get along because you're human. But at the same time, like, who said that, all this validation about you being good enough, or, men saying, hey, I think you're worth it, so I want to get this together, I want to change, or men saying you deserve this. No, you got to already know that you deserve it. You got to already feel it. And then on top of that, you don't need validation from anybody, because can't nobody be nothing. So if this motherfucker is bringing you peace, if I would hate to see what it looks like when they don't. If somebody else is responsible for what you're dealing with and go through. Think about it. If the same time when they say, oh, I want a man that, he makes me feel safe, or he makes me feel so safe. Well, what does it look like when you're not? What does it look like when he does it? So there's like, we take all of this stuff and we pour it into somebody else, and you say, hey, you're responsible for everything that's wrong with me, for every emotion, for everything I feel. Well, why is that? Because you said you love me. And because you said you love me, you got to deal with all this shit. To hell I do. No, it don't work like that. Because I love me as well, I'll choose to exit stage right and let you get you together. And if the world prevails and the future is better, then maybe we can try again. Until then, get thee behind me, Satan, and take that bullshit with you and them excuses. But I'm just saying, you guys, I'm just simply saying. And I done went over my time. Let me read some comments. She said, preach. David said, I think we dwell on the negative when it comes to black love other than the positive. We can find everybody blaming each other up and down. The social media streets, positivity and solutions aren't discussed enough. The good in people, both men and women. Right. Well, that's why if you don't see it, that's why you become it. You start to become what you don't see. You know what I'm saying? When you change that, you change it. But you gotta think about it. We discuss positively. I mean, we discuss positively. I like to think I discuss a lot of stuff that's positive. But guess what? The negative stuff is what get people to be like, boop, I want to hear it. How many times, I can name at least several people that have made like thinking deeply posts or start conversations. Oh, people pays them dust. Some people do, some people don't. People pays them dust. But you know what do get people attention? Pain. Why? Because the whole world is in pain. So that's why I always say, won't you start to look at the things that you show up for, the things that you answer, within even your personal life, or the things that trigger you, because then that'll let you know a lot about what you're feeding your own self. And that's the truth. That is the truth. She said, you ain't never lied. The drama brings the crowd. It does. It does. And you know what? Peace be gamble. People don't be wanting to admit that. And it's okay. I used to live and love watching Love and Hip Hop back in the day. As time on, I was like, oh my God. Like, I was in here getting my hair done, and me and the girl was sitting here, and I was like, all right, we were just on YouTube. We just watching all the stuff on YouTube. And we ended up watching like all the different seasons of, Love and Hip Hop. And I was like, oh my God, they fighting and cussing and carrying on. Like, who just want to sit and watch this? Like, how are they not tired of arguing? Like, you're on this TV show, y'all want to fight, y'all throwing drinks, y'all can't fight. Why are you even wasting your energy to get mad when you know that you can't even fight this person? I mean, it's just crazy. But guess what? I used to be tuned in every freaking Monday, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But then as you grow, and you say yes, as you grow and you get better though, and you can always tell with where you are and how much you've grown by the things that you are no longer even interested in. Every now and again, I might watch it for a chuckle, but I'm not staying there. It's like, I can't watch this. That is too... And then a lot of times, a lot of people are able to watch some of this stuff and be solely into it because it's really hitting home and it's really triggered. And it's like, like he said, the things that we see on social media, the things that we see on TV. Yeah, before COVID, Stevie J made it so acceptable, publicly for what we saw, even though we knew it went on. Stevie J used to allow Jocelyn to disrespect the shit out of Mimi. And he was with Mimi for like 20 some odd years. Look at Peter Guns. He was telling Tara after all them years that Amina was just his artist. He ended up marrying her before the babies. And then look at what they was doing. He moved them in the same apartment, had both of them pregnant. I mean, it's the same shit y'all do out here. Same shit that really going on out here. So a lot of that stuff be scripted, but a lot of that stuff be real. Because it's the same thing that going on out here. And we can sit there and be like, oh, she crazy. Oh, he crazy. Oh, I wouldn't be with him. And you need to just shut up because you boo-boo kitty. You Amina. You Takara. You Jocelyn and you Mimi. Because Darrell doing all that shit. So, I was just saying, I just wanted to talk about that, you guys. Look, I went over the show. I was supposed to only do 30 minutes. I've been only doing 30 minutes lately, but today I gave y'all 39. So, I'll see you guys on Monday, okay? I'll see y'all on Monday on the Speak Easy Show when we discuss on Instagram the disconnect between men and women and really get into a lot of it. So join in the show on Monday on Instagram if you guys have Instagram, because I do love the fact that Kenny and Ryan are, for those who have watched it, they're very open and they're honest and they're transparent. So I think we'll be able to get a lot of answers, and anything that's usually negative, we always turn it into a positive to really digest and understand what's going on. We'll say that we want positivity, but ain't nobody sharing the positivity. You know what I'm saying? Ain't anybody sitting out here sharing all the positive. The only thing about it, the only time people will share something positive is when it's something that they can relate to if they're going through it in that moment. Think about it. So, see you guys next week.